All right, we've
Hi.
got Hey Alice, we've got the six most important things to do list. You guys, Mary Kay knew that women would always think about Mary Kay, and it was hard for them to sleep because they're so excited and all these ideas are going in their brain. So she would always encourage them to put a pen and notepad by their nightstand, write down all the things that they need to do, the six most important things to do list, so that way they can get it out of their head onto paper and tackle it in the morning. That's what I was told. And so I love this list. It helps you to keep the IPAs, which are income producing activities. IPAs are income producing activities in the forefront of your mind so you can seize the day and get so much done. Okay. So, what are the main things that we do? We book, coach, sell, recruit, right? We'll team build. So, you can write, if you grab a pen and paper and write this down, what is the main thing? Get a booking. A booking a day keeps the scaries away. Get 1 to 2 bookings a day early. So that way your work is done. You know you've got gas in your tank. Right? Then the second one is coach the parties that you already have or follow, you want to have parties so that you can follow. Mary Kay used to say, if it's worth booking, it's worth coaching. So you want to make sure that they don't forget about the party because sometimes we're juggling so many things and we don't want to forget. So they won't forget, right? Then the third is getting some sales, having a goal, a daily goal to sell at least $100 a day. How can you do that? Some of your customers, you can reach out to your reorder customers, or if you're brand new, you can do some on the go sales. And when you get that win, you're like, yes, okay, I can sell $100 a day. I can make this a daily thing. And then the next one is team building. Who have I facialed in the past, or who would I like to be on my team that I can share the opportunity with my director or bring them to a sharing event. And so when you're hitting all of those 4 items, then you can get other things on your list to do that Alice is going to talk about.
Okay, so I'm going to just give you an example. Right here is a list for me. And as you can see, the stuff Christina talked about, get 2 bookings, make 10 calls. This could be reorders, check-ins, maybe product I sold last week. I want to see how they're doing on it. Remember that 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months thing. So you have people you've sold to, you want to check on them. How are they doing with their product? Coach those current bookings, because we don't want to call them and be so excited we booked that we don't check in on them. We need to make sure that they're getting us their guest list, that they're working on their party. Don't be afraid to check in like, oh, I don't want her to change her mind. You're calling to tell her the next step. Okay. So you want to coach them, sell $100 a day. So that's for tomorrow. And then package up orders that I sold today and get them out in the post office tomorrow. And I'm talking about, like, this is my list for tomorrow. And then my last number 6 is prep for trunk shows, because I'm going to drive my car over to my customers that I've booked, and I want them to see the pretty packages so that they'll buy them, right? So notice how this one is going to bring me money, but not as much money as some of these. So that's why it's number 6. The other thing I want to point out is I was told this as a consultant, and I always take this seriously. You know how Christina said, put it on your nightstand next to your bed. So at the night before, you're the boss, and you need to write down what you want your employee to do. These are the 6 things you want her to get done when she's working the next day for you. And then when you wake up, you're the employee. And so you've got to get these 6 things done. And you'll be surprised how fun it is to check things off this list when they're done. I love doing that. I never was a list person before, but I really get excited when I can scratch something off because it's done. I'm like, woohoo, I deserve a glass of wine, or whatever. I deserve an ice cream. So when you get really good at checking off your whole list, it feels really rewarding, and you know that you've made a step in the direction to making money in your business. I
I
also want to
love
point out, please don't put your house chores on your 6 list. You can have a separate list for your house. But what's important for this is your income producing activities.
Right. I love it. Alice, that is so exciting. So that way we intentionally go with focus for the day and employ ourselves. Love it.
Love it too.